Up with KREM begins now.
5:30 on the dot on our Monday morning. Nurses may be going on strike across Washington. What an announcement today could mean for nurses at Providence Sacred Heart in Spokane.
Plus, over the mountaintops, we are seeing plenty of snow as we speak. It is just about to arrive in the Spokane area. Find out how long we'll see it as snow and when it will turn over to rain.
And this morning, we're taking a look at the winners of the Golden Globes, how the best animated feature has ties to the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, can't wait for that story. I watched the Globes last night.
Did
you guys?
ya? No.
I did.
Yeah?
I did.
Yeah?
I was at a party last night, but then I got home right as the Golden Globes ended, and I was on Apple TV, and they had already, within minutes of the Golden Globes ending, updated the titles to be like, Golden Globe Best Foreign Film winner, Best
winner.
I was like, these awards were 20 minutes ago. Like, how did you guys do that? But I think I'm assuming had it planned, as soon as the award came out to update it on, Apple TV and Netflix and all that kind of stuff. So
Can you imagine if that's your job? Watch this award show and just update titles.
Exactly.
Have a
Just
good time
waiting.
watching.
Yeah.
5:32 now. Welcome back here to Up with KREM. Great to have you with us here on our Monday morning.
Yes.
Things are getting off a little warmer than usual to start the
Yeah.
week, but things change as we get to the later half of the week.
That's right. We started off the week with actually pretty nice afternoon temperatures, warming up to above normal by the afternoon. But since overnight we are below freezing, we're lightening up the map on your Monday morning with winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings. That includes over the Spokane area and Coeur d'Alene area. The reason why is because we are expecting several inches of snow possible in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Up toward those mountaintops, we're talking several feet possible. You can see the snow is just developing. So right now Spokane is just in this dry area, right in between what's falling as snow off toward the east of us and beginning as snow to the west of us. It's going to transform to rain as we head into your afternoon, but it's going to take some time to get there, especially with these thick clouds. It can take some time before those temperatures actually warm up. So you can see when that turnaround happens. We've got a 20% chance of snow in the 6 o'clock hour, so in the next about hour or so. By the time we get into 7 and 8 a.m., we're jumping up to a 70% chance of snow. It turns over to rain by about 10 and 11 a.m., which means the entirety of your morning commute is likely going to be impacted by snow rather than rain. But for those afternoon highs, we're talking 45 degrees. It will give us a good chance to see some of that snow melt off. Snoqualmie Pass is covered in snow as we speak, so we are keeping an eye on the possibility of delays or closures along the roads, but right now it is just required that you take extreme caution over Snoqualmie and Stevens Pass. To add insult to injury, we've got double-digit wind speeds out there and 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts by the afternoon. We're seeing 16-mile-per-hour winds right now in the Spokane area, off toward Lewiston, south of us, where rain is expected this afternoon, 12-mile-per-hour winds, calm winds off toward Coeur d'Alene and Wallace, and then off toward Moses Lake, 10-mile-per-hour winds. We'll continue to monitor this situation in the form of snow, rain, and wind. It's all coming up. We'll take a look at the 7-day forecast in just a few minutes, Jen.
5:34 now, Evan, thank you. Nurses are threatening to strike here in Washington, and that includes at Spokane's Providence Sacred Heart Medical Center. But there could be some headway in negotiations. Nicole Hernandez is joining us now in the newsroom with the latest on the talks. Good morning.
Good morning, Jen. So Providence nurses are saying not going on strike is actually a relief and it's a sign of progress. But even though they did decide to pause their strike plans last week, not everything is solved yet. The union and the hospital are planning on meeting again today. Now, the nurses have been fighting for 3 main points during these negotiations. 1, they're asking for better security and awareness in the workplace. 2, more staffing. And lastly, they don't want Providence to take away any of their paid sick and vacation time. Now, that last point, that's what changed last week. Providence gave up their proposal to lessen the nurses' sick and vacation leave. The Sacred Heart Board of Directors told KREM they are pleased to expedite the negotiation process, which seemed to show. A Washington State Nurses Association union worker said that the negotiations that started Thursday and ran into the early morning hours of Friday was the most productive meeting they've had yet. And seeing that progress is what made nurses pause their plans to strike. Now, all of this does not mean a strike still couldn't be on the table, but the nurses union says that it's not the goal. The goal is to make sure that the nurses can do the best at their jobs. In the newsroom, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
All right, Nicole, thank you so much. The eastbound lanes of Snoqualmie Pass are now open. Washington State Patrol closed the freeway yesterday after multiple spinouts. WashDOT crews say heavy snow is still expected on the pass. Evan's been talking about that this morning as well. Chains are required for all vehicles without all-wheel or four-wheel drive. A driver escaped with minor injuries after a wreck left his sports car underneath a semi-trailer. Now, you just have to see this. It happened Friday night in Arlington. Washington State Patrol troopers say the driver hydroplaned and the car slid between the front and back wheels of the semi-trailer. They say the semi-truck driver managed to stop quickly on the road, and again, no major injuries are reported. Authorities say speeding, drugs, or alcohol did not play a role in this crash. More than 30 candidates applied for an open position on the Spokane City Council. It's for the position representing the South Hill. It was formally held by now City Council President Brian Beggs. This week, council members will narrow down the list of 32 applicants to just 5. Those 5 will be interviewed this upcoming weekend. The interviews Sunday are open to the public, but there is no public testimony. The City of Spokane Park Board will vote this week to restore an iconic pond at Manitou Park. Spokane Parks and Recreation leaders say Mirror Pond has not had any work since 1991. The plan includes $65,000 worth of upgrades. City leaders will vote on Thursday. It needs 6 votes to pass. Well, police say an Oregon man chased down a would-be thief attempting to steal from his neighbor. The incident happened in Harper in southern Oregon. It's about 100 miles northwest of Boise. Authorities say the man chased and held the suspect at gunpoint until authorities arrived. They say it happened in an area with no cell service. Now, authorities discourage anyone from taking matters into their own hands, but say the man will not face charges. Well, that is your morning rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media.
Well, this morning we're talking all things Golden Globes, and here are 3 of last night's biggest moments you might have missed. 1917 took home last night's biggest award for the Best Motion Picture Drama. And Renée Zellweger took home the Best Actress in a Motion Picture for the film Judy. Joaquin Phoenix won Best Actor in a Motion Picture Drama for The Joker. And Best Motion Picture Comedy or Musical went to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And in Golden Globe history, rapper and actress Awkwafina became the first woman of Asian descent to win a Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Comedy Film, earning her the trophy for her performance in the family dramedy The Farewell. There wasn't a dry eye in the house when Tom Hanks accepted his Cecil B. DeMille Award at the Golden Globes. He thanked his family while trying to hold back tears himself.
A man is blessed. A man is blessed with a family sitting down front like that. A wife who is fantastic in every way, who has taught me what love is. 5 kids who are braver and stronger and wiser than their old man is.
Brad Pitt also took home the award for Best Supporting Actor in a Motion Picture for his role in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. While accepting the award, he praised Leonardo DiCaprio along with telling a little joke, taking home the most laughs of the night.
Still, I would have shared the raft. Oh man. There's so many names, so many people I want to thank.
I had to explain that one to the folks in my household, making a Titanic reference.
There we go.
Yeah, have to share the raft.
He's a little, delayed on the joke. But
Yeah, about 20 years
couple
or
decades.
So.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, glad he made it though.
Oh.
Better late than never, as they say.
The fashion, though, last night was amazing. I mean, we had a couple of people that went outside the box. Jennifer Lopez looked like a Christmas present. I thought Beyonce's gold dress was out there but beautiful. Jennifer Aniston, for the morning show, she was nominated, or that show was nominated. She looked amazing.
Yeah.
Love watching the red carpet for all of the events. Of course, we're entering award season now,
That's
so
right.
this is just the first of many that we're going to be talking about over the course of the next 2 months or so.
About a month away from the Oscars.
That's right, the big one.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe this will be a little bit of a preview to see who's going to win big, right?
It's always, and I mean, the categories are much different for the Golden Globes when it's separated with comedies and dramas and that kind of stuff. So with the Oscars being grouped as one with just Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Actress, it kind of causes more discussion leading up to it, especially after the Golden Globes of how movies will do.
All right, well, we'll continue to track that this morning. Dana Marie, thank you. It is 5:40 now. Well, some people are worried about a draft being reinstated while tension increases with Iran. So this morning, we're asking you, do you think the draft will be reauthorized? You can let us know what you think by voting right now in the KREM 2 mobile app.
And the Seahawks are coming off a big win against the Eagles. At our next half hour, how a rookie player is putting them one step closer to the Super Bowl.